Now it's all cut up. Who is this guy at the front? Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Chudi, Iregbulem, founder and CEO of Beatmatch. A little bit about me, from Los Angeles, technically born in London, England, but I grew up my whole life in Los Angeles. Always been a music lover, always loved tech, everything involving tech, and always wanted to get into it and eventually start my own company, and you know we're here.
That's dope. All the way down from LA. So, what is your founder story? You say you love music, you love tech. When did you realize you could blend the two together?
Yeah, so I wanted to get into engineering like way back in the day. The main reason was actually Facebook. It was like the craziest concept the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life at that point. And loved Zuckerberg and everything he was doing back then, and always wanted to build basically a social network myself. And in order to do that, I needed to know how to do it and be able to do it myself. And that's what got me into engineering, software engineering, coding, all of that. When I started it, I was terrible. I was absolute trash, but I persisted and eventually, ended up doing it for college, majoring in it. Eventually, took my first job at ESPN as a software engineer in Connecticut, and then worked at Amazon for 4 years after that as an engineer and product manager. So that's kind of how I got started in the music aspect. I played saxophone for 6 years growing up, been to countless concerts and festivals, and even started DJing in nightclubs. And so I've been able to see the power music has to bring people together. And I wanted to tie the two together and start Beatmatch.
That's what's up, man. So, when you first started Beatmatch, how did you go about creating a company, and how did you go about raising capital to fund Beatmatch?
Yeah, so it was interesting. It was definitely a first-time thing for me. Never started a company, never raised money before, so I was just kind of going with the flow. The first money in was an accelerator called Visible Hands, which is focused on underrepresented founders. They're based out of Boston. And so when we got accepted into that, I was able to say like, hey, let me quit my job and do this full time, because I was just waiting for opportunity. Like, Amazon, I love you, but that shit was stressful. So I was looking for a way out. And that first money in was my chance of doing that. And so once we got that propelled us to get into Techstars, which is the next money in. And it was a Techstars music program specifically, which is tied to a bunch of different record labels. And so we were able to get invested in by Warner Music Group, Concord Music, Atmosphere, which is a hip-hop duo, and that kind of opened the floodgates for a lot of the funding that we got.
That's what's up. And you mentioned how Amazon was stressful, but I imagine being a founder is no walk in the park either. Tell me, what's something that you didn't expect while going through the process of creating Beatmatch, and even like right now of creating a dating app based on music?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of expected a lot of it, just because before I did it, I wanted to make sure I could do it. So I did a lot of research going into it. Like, I understood fundraising was going to be hell. Understood, there's still a dating app stigma that exists today, even though it's the number one way people meet. They just don't want to admit it. And so, yeah, I knew kind of all those things going in, but like obviously knowing it from the outside looking in is different from, actually being on the inside and dealing with it every day. So, it's a daily struggle, but, I'm pushing through. And like I said, because I knew it going into it, it's a whole lot easier to deal with it as I'm doing it.
Love that. What would you say that the future of Beatmatch would look like? Well, actually, I have a caveat. So, when I was telling people about this amazing app, right? So actually, before I get into that question, can you tell us how Beatmatch works? Because I told somebody about the app, and they're like, my playlist isn't really representative of what I do. I only listen to music when I'm working out. So like, if I get matched to someone who listens to City Girls, I'm gonna be mad. So, how does it really work? Is it random? Can you flip through? What happens at Beatmatch?
Yeah, absolutely. So, for anybody who doesn't know, Beatmatch is a social app that helps music lovers find relationships and friendships by matching people with similar music tastes. So we pair you with compatible music lovers in your area based on your listening history from Spotify and Apple Music. However, if you don't have either of those two, let's say you use Tidal, you can still add in your music taste manually. And even if you connect your Spotify or Apple Music account, You can actually modify anything that shows up. So if you are, using your workout playlist, or maybe you have kids and they're listening to your account, you can still edit your music taste after the fact and make it reflective of who you are and what you listen to.
Okay, that's what's up. So it sounds like everybody got to download Beatmatch.
Yes.
Okay. So what would you say the future of Beatmatch? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I want Beatmatch to be the go-to place for music lovers to connect. So, romantic connections is only one aspect of sort of our social lives. The other aspect is platonic relationships, friendships, everything like that. And so I want Beatmatch to be the place for people to meet. I don't want it to just be any other social network where people are going in and looking for clout and different things like that. Like, I want it to be about authentic connection and meeting new people. And so whether that's for dating, for friends, all of that, that's what I want. That's what I look forward to. And if we do our jobs right, somewhere down the line there will be a Beatmatch festival. That is one of my goals. And so I'm going to make it happen. But I'm going to need y'all's help to get there.
Are we going to be looking forward to the Beatmatch Festival? Hopefully bring it to Chicago.
Yes, absolutely.
Why are you not in Chicago right now?
I like that was a good transition. So we are in Chicago simply due to resourcing. So one of the things with building a social app like this, different from most social networks, is that we actually want people to meet, which means they got to meet in person a lot of times. And so we have to have a high enough density in all the cities that we're in to make it effective. And so in order to, not run out of resources, we basically have to go city by city. And so we started with LA, New York, and Seattle for a bunch of different reasons. One reason, a lot of people love music there. It's a good music market. Seattle, I was living there, so that's why we picked Seattle. But Chicago is definitely up and coming on the list. I think probably Miami next, and maybe Chicago after that. Chicago or Atlanta. So it's coming.
How we move up on the list? How can we support you?
Everybody here downloads the app. We base it off of who's on our wait list. So everybody here downloads the app, tells a friend to download the app, and we'll be here soon.
All right, cool. Now we're going to collect some questions straight off of Beatmatch. Well, first, what wristband are you wearing? Are you wearing the red wristband taken, green wristband, single?
I actually did not get a wristband, so I don't know who messed up, but I didn't get a wristband.
Hypothetically speaking, though, if you were to get one.
So is green is single?
Yeah, green is single.
What are the other ones?
Red is taken. I forgot what color is.
Pink
just
is having fun.
Pink is having fun, just having fun.
Yellow is friends.
And yellow is looking for friends.
I mean, everything but in a relationship. Those are all, they're not like mutually exclusive, right?
No, they're not. But like, you have to pick the strongest emotion. You can't just be like all of them. Which one is the strongest one?
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. I don't know.
We have a lot of ladies on here. I'm trying to make sure they know.
I'll say green.
Green? Okay, y'all heard it first. Now, a question straight off of Beatmatch. Who was your favorite artist growing up?
Usher. Yeah, I was known, Luis knows this back there. He saw me out in the days growing from high school. Yeah, I was a huge Usher fan, still am. But yeah, everybody would look to me to hop on the dance floor anytime the Usher song was playing. That was my AM screen name too.
Favorite Usher album?
Is it called? Oh yeah, Confessions. Yeah.
Confessions. Okay, solid. My last question I got for you is, name a song that perfectly describes your life right now.
Yeah, I would say So Ambitious. Anybody know Jay-Z, Pharrell, that song, So Ambitious? Yeah, the word ambitious, became like my favorite word, I'd say like first year of college. And that was when that album dropped. That was when Wale's Ambition album dropped. And I just started really resonating with that word and wanted to incorporate it in my life as much as possible. And that song by Pharrell was also one of my favorite artists. It's definitely describes my life.
I like that. Man, you got a lot of big things in store. Hope you come to Chicago too. Wish you the best. Everybody give a hand for Chudi. Any last remarks for the crowd, for just anybody, any shout outs, anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, shout out Alex for connecting me with Chi Tech Collect.
Woo woo!
Yeah, it was a huge connect and getting me out here, and definitely excited to meet you all more and learn more about Chicago. This is my second or third time out here, but I definitely want to connect more deeply. And shout out to music. Music brought us here, so absolutely.
One more round of applause for Chudi, guys. Stay tuned. The wave of Love is Blind is coming up next. Volunteers, be discreet, but make sure you blindfold the randomly selected contestants. And Chudi will be hosting.
Why you got so many colors on, man? Let's see your wristband. Hey.
So I haven't seen the game at the start, so I don't know about it yet.
Activations. There's Jenga in the back if you want to go have a Jenga event, game, whatever. But we're about to start the Love is Blind game. So if you hear your name, please go to the back left-hand corner. For me, right-hand corner for you. Maurice Jones. Attention, attention, can you hear me?
Excuse me, hello, hey y'all. How y'all doing? Hey. So, listen, she said, if you hear your name, go to the back. Wait. Okay, wait, you got this. Okay, let me go. Alright, can I get Brianna Richard to the back? Brianna, where you at? Are you here? Okay, hopefully you're here. Quasi to the back. Quasi to the back. Tara Rafford to the back. And Terrence Baker to the back. All right, y'all, stay tuned. back. We got a couple of rounds here, but get cozy.